Charming Garret Wang from Star Trek Voyager. Then we have Celeste Yarnall, who is in the famous episode The Apple of the original Star Trek series.
Thank you, I get a woo too. Thank you, I like that.
Then Denise Crosby from Star Trek Next Generation. And last but certainly not least, Tim Russ from Star Trek Voyager.
I did audition for Deanna.
Lost out.
When they said Nordic, that was me all the way. No, I had 5 auditions for Voyager, and it's funny because when you go into the casting director's office, you see all the other actors that have been cast on the wall. And I went in for my first audition, and there was already Roxanne Dawson. I think Tim Russ was already on there too, one of the first people cast. And then I went back for my second audition, third, fourth, and more pictures were popped up there, fifth, and I just kept thinking, why can't I get on that board? Why am I? So those guys got cast quite early. Ensign Kim was one of the last roles to be cast, actually.
And Celeste, can you talk about how you got cast on the Apple episode?
I was changing their diapers at Paramount. No. Well, actually, I have a slightly different story. I was called in and asked if I wanted to do the role of Yeoman Martha Landon. And I came in, I met Gene Roddenberry and Joe D'Augusta, and they talked to me about the role, and we did a little, little reading of the part. And they said, but, I think we ought to save Celeste for something bigger, something more exotic, something, she could be with wigs and makeup, and, are you sure you want to do it? And I'm thinking, mortgage payment? Do I want to do it? Mortgage payment? Of course I want to do it. Yes. Do you want to kiss Chekhov or do you want to kiss the captain? I'll kiss anybody so long as I can pay the rent,
My original part was initially 65 years old. That character was 65, so I would not have been able to read. And then they dropped the age down to, 30 plus, and then they called me in. But it was a 7-year process, really, because I read for the Next Gen.
Can I just interject that Tim Russ is really a Vulcan in real life? Because as you can see, there's no difference between how he is on Voyager and now. When I remember calling his answer machine, beep, hello, you have reached Tim Russ. I am a Vulcan, and please leave your message. That's you, dude. You are Vulcan.
Not at all.
Yep. Not at all. One last thing, Tim. First time I met you at the pilot episode, I walked up to you and I said, hey, your character's name is Tuvok. If you change one letter, it's Tupac, right? And then he looks at me. He didn't laugh. I was trying to be funny, right? He goes, let me tell you something. Rap music is the reason for the fall of modern Western civilization. I'm like, what? What? Are you really saying this? You are Vulcan. I mean, he's Vulcan.
I had to mess with him right from the beginning. And it didn't stop there either.